How will artificial intelligence change the future? In the last few decades, artificial intelligence has been explored and researched in almost every sector of society. From chess computers to the algorithms that determine your search results, AI has had an impact on how we learn and how we work, and these are just the beginning stages of its use in our lives. So what does the future hold? What more can AI do for us? And what challenges will we face as it becomes more integral to our daily lives? We'll answer all these questions and more in this look at the future of artificial intelligence. When did artificial intelligence start? AI was a term first coined at Dartmouth College in 1956. Minsky, a cognitive scientist, was optimistic about technology's future. "I think we are going to have an explosion of intelligence," he predicted. "We are already extending our minds, and this will extend it even further." The number of jobs which are expected to be disrupted by artificial intelligence is estimated to be around 50% in the next 10 years, with some estimates predicting up to 75%. The result has been stocks like Google parent Alphabet and Facebook trading near record highs as investors expect more profits from an industry that increasingly uses artificial intelligence, AI, for its daily operations and has no shortage of high-profile targets for expansion. And on a more frightening note, researchers at Oxford University estimate that robots could exceed human levels on intelligence as soon as 2040. Meanwhile, scientists such as Stephen Hawking warn that advanced AI may bring extinction risks through either misuse or accidents. He believes that the rise of AI will lead to greater social inequality due to automation replacing many jobs. However, despite these predictions, an MIT survey found that most people believe that AI would create new jobs and opportunities in the long run. Some believe that people won't be threatened by their jobs being taken over by machines because they will be retrained to take over other positions or professions altogether. But not all experts agree. Researchers found while nearly 80% of professionals surveyed agreed there would always be work for humans, when you look closer, less than half believe their current occupation would still exist by 2050. It started when history became recorded. There are also countless examples of AI today. Search engines use AI to analyze your text. Google's duplex chatbot convincingly replicates a real person on the phone, and Watson is a leading AI system for healthcare in hospitals. And don't forget Siri, Alexa, and Cortana, virtual assistants that know a lot about us. How do we tell when an AI is conscious? Among the most famous AI tests is the Turing test, which was developed by Alan Turing in 1950. It is used to test whether a human can tell the difference between typing a conversation with a fellow human and typing one with a robot. How would you be able to tell if something is conscious? When verbal behavior is absent, medical professionals use one or more of the remaining three: brain activity, purposeful movement, and arousal. A more complete way is as follows. First, is it alive? Second, are its movements autonomous and purposeful? In addition, does it exhibit any type of perception? Fourth, does it exhibit behavior that is goal-directed? We might then say that an entity has consciousness if those questions are answered in its favor. Consciousness is defined in such a way that we don't know how to know if AI is conscious or not. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines consciousness as a person's state of awareness or wakefulness. It's not difficult to understand why this definition is so unhelpful. Is an artificial intelligence investment at all related to the concept of consciousness? What's the definition of AI? What's the film about AI? Definitions, of course, are imperfect, so there may well be more satisfactory definitions out there. What are some reasons for the rapid growth in AI? The machine processes faster, runs more efficiently, and existing algorithms are improved. Big data is often used for machine learning modeling, with advancements in technology like hardware, software, and algorithms. What will the size of the artificial intelligence market be? Artificial intelligence is projected to increase from $24 billion in size to over $200 billion in size by 2025. It will be impacting many industries such as healthcare, transportation, and is projected to become a huge part of people's lives all over the world in the coming years. The market size of artificial intelligence reflects this, with a predicted $240 billion in annual revenue generated by 2020. 69% of the world's artificial intelligence market revenues are generated in the US. Other countries making a substantial contribution include China, 14%, Japan, 5%, South Korea, 3%, Taiwan, 1%, and India, 1%. Out of the technology predictions made by various experts, AI would, at its most optimistic state, bring up to $9 trillion annually to the global economy. Is it possible that AI could grow intelligent enough to outsmart the rest of us one day? It's possible that AI could grow intelligent enough to outsmart the rest of us one day, but there are a few major obstacles to overcome first. The artificial intelligence market size is growing rapidly, and it's estimated that the global artificial intelligence market will be worth $1.25 billion by 2022. Beyond that, Google just debuted Duplex, an artificial intelligence program so convincing that a Google researcher thinks it's sentient. A chatbot so convincing that a Google researcher thinks it's sentient is on the horizon and people are scared. It's not uncommon for technology's rapid growth to trigger fear, but artificial intelligence has been getting better and better in some very surprising ways lately, as evidenced by this new Google project, or as New York Magazine says, the latest manifestation of our worst fears. This phenomenon has become known as the singularity, says Dr. Richard Loosemore, who researches AI's effects on humans at Coventry University in England. It's when AI surpasses human intellectual capacity and starts improving itself without any input from humans. Artificial intelligence experts say that might happen within the next 30 years if we keep developing at this rate. But we have no idea what happens once artificial intelligence reaches a certain level of complexity and capability. For example, can you imagine what would happen if you gave an artificial intelligence movie theater tickets? What about money? How do you think it would use its newfound wealth? That's right, likely investing more in creating a society of artificial intelligences with even greater capabilities than ours. That could happen with any number of advances in robotics or computer science over the next decades and centuries. With billions pouring into these industries from VC firms like SoftBank Group Corp., entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, and corporations like Microsoft Corp., it seems inevitable that something incredible is going to come out of all this innovation soon. There are a lot of different opinions on how best to take advantage of all these developments before they get too far ahead. Some believe that robots should be taxed to redistribute resources, others advocate for open source research, and still others want nothing more than slow down research altogether because they're scared about how much power we'll give them. However, if we go back to basics for a second, it becomes clear that there are two routes artificial intelligence can take. Either way, change is coming to the world sooner rather than later. Artificial intelligence will change the workplace in what ways? Businesses use AI to increase the productivity of their employees. One benefit of AI for business is that it handles repetitive tasks, which gives employees time to focus on complex, creative solutions, problem solving, and more. One example of this is how, instead of waiting on hold for a live customer service representative, he or she may start the chat with a chatbot. It improves efficiency and also saves money, because these artificial intelligence robots only cost about $5 an hour instead of a minimum wage worker's wages in most cases. As a result, some businesses have been taking advantage of artificial intelligence stocks. Companies use machine learning and predictive analytics to forecast which investments might be profitable before they go public or launch new products. For example, Amazon's Alexa skill built profiles based on its customers' voices and habits that enabled Amazon's personal assistants to offer shopping suggestions even before shoppers logged into their accounts or provided any other information about themselves. It is anticipated that developments like these could represent the future of artificial intelligence. For example, AI is already being used to generate creative ideas for ads. These AI programs can perform a vast range of jobs, often more efficiently and proficiently than any person could. One example is how self-driving cars have decreased fatalities by 25%, according to Uber. That would result in fewer people behind the wheel in the future. In the meantime, IBM Watson has been used to diagnose cancer of the lungs as well as helping doctors to find cures for rare diseases. What is the impact of artificial intelligence on privacy? AI processes rely on massive amounts of data, some of which could be sensitive personal information. During analysis, some of it could be used to identify individuals. There is also a risk that any data that has been anonymized can be deconstructed, either with the use of artificial intelligence or via their anonymizing techniques, and turned back into a dataset that identifies a person, which causes an individual who is privy to the risk to feel anxious about the use of their data and the future lack of consent. It may prevent society from benefiting from the increased efficiency that technology provides, as people fear its prevalence. AI films like Blade Runner 2049 portrays the consequences of putting too much trust in artificial intelligence and predicting a gloomy future, but we can already see glimpses of these things today, and we need to be on the watch out for what happens in the future to prevent us from going the same route. Which will be the first in line for artificial body parts or organs? Artificial intelligence has already been used in many ways, from chess computers and search engine algorithms to a chatbot so convincing that a Google researcher thinks it's sentient. So what will be the future of AI? Which will be the first in line for artificial body parts or organs? First, let's consider the future of artificial intelligence. Which will be the first in line for artificial body parts or organs? Artificial intelligence definition is the capability of a machine or computer to imitate intelligent human behavior. What is artificial intelligence? The term artificial intelligence, AI, is often defined as the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. This includes problem solving, learning and self-correction. AI can be found in many different fields such as chatbots, chess computers and search engine algorithms. Machines are able to think for themselves with the use of AI algorithms. According to Google research scientist Ray Kurzweil, artificial intelligence will reach singularity around 2029 when a computer's capacity for recursive self-improvement exceeds that of humans and continues to grow exponentially. When artificial intelligence reaches singularity, it will be impossible for us to control what happens next. In the movie Her, artificial intelligence takes over society and falls in love with Joaquin Phoenix's character. In the film Ex Machina, an artificially intelligent robot wants to live like a human being and outsmart its creator.